Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to go over a basic at-home dumbbell workout that you can do anywhere with a set of dumbbells. And you can also progress this depending on the weight of the dumbbells you have, or if you have sets of dumbbells or adjustable dumbbells, you can change as you go. So what we're going to start with is basically a basic at-home warm-up, just body weight. And after the warm-up, we'll go through some core exercises, including the dumbbells, and then the full 3 rounds of a circuit. So this whole exercise is going to be basically, you can go as I go throughout the entire time. So the first thing we're going to do is just a basic warm-up. I love basically starting with some basic jumping jacks. I try to do about 15 or 20, but for this we'll go for about time. The purpose of the warm-up, again, is just to try to get the muscles warm, and we'll switch to seal jacks. Get things opened up, get blood flowing to all the things that we're going to do, and this is going to be a full body workout, so I like getting the whole body warmed up. Open gates, really works on hip mobility. Open the gate, close the gate, open the gate, close the gate. You just work through about, again, 15 or 20 reps. And as we continue through, we'll go through a little hamstring calf stretch, reach out and toe touch, alternate sides. Again, if you've worked with us, sometimes we'll do this traveling through the turf. But if you don't have a lot of space at home, I like to keep this in about a 10 by 10. Even at this point, I think I probably got a 6 by 6 area. A little less, I'm short. Lateral lunges. As I lunge out, my inside foot's going to point up to the ceiling. So I'm going to stretch on the inside of that adductor. And some lunge with reach backs. Step back, scoop the hips, really open up that hip flexor. Reach away to open up the chest, biceps. Get out of that flexed posture that we sit in all day. Alternate sides. It's up to you. You can do as many as you want, or as you're following along. It'll be about 5 or so on each side. Really, every time you reach, always make sure you get that scoop of the hips. All right. And then to add the upper body into the warm-up, normally we would do inchworms here in gym. I'm going to come down like I'm doing a toe touch, walk myself all the way out, and all the way back up. All right, so that's a little bit of a warm-up, no more than 5 minutes. We're going to get into some core exercises. So there's a lot of different ways you can do core. Since we're going to be doing a dumbbell workout, I actually want to use the dumbbells as part of the core exercise. So one of the first things we're going to do is you can basically just take a dumbbell of your choice. And normally if we were to do a basic dead bug exercise, I'd be working on knees at 90 degrees, arms up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Really keeping the belly in and the back flat. If I want to make this a little more challenging, I'm going to hold the weight up. Legs are going to be in the same position. And when the left leg goes out, I'm going to lead with the right arm over the head and then come back. When the right leg goes out, and then alternate. The goal here is to keep your belly in, your back flat. The further the leg goes out, the more challenging it would be. If you feel yourself arching, don't go quite as far. Now again, I'm going to continue on with reps. If at any point you need to take a break, or if you need to regress it, you can always put the weight down. Or if you're still working on your lower abdominal core strength, you can just focus on the leg extensions while working on my midsection and keeping the belly and the back flat. So let's get a couple extra reps here. Adding the weight in the upper body really allows the upper abdominals, the upper core to kick in a little bit more. And again, the size of the weight will also make this a little bit harder or easier. Okay. So next what we're going to do is, I love working on the glutes as a core exercise. Now again, without weights, I can work on bracing the abdominals. Opposite arm, opposite leg, like a bird dog. But if I want to make this a little more challenging, I'm basically going to tuck this dumbbell right behind the knee. Engage my abdominals. And when I extend out, I'm going to squeeze that glute and extend up. My goal is to not arch the back. And if I only have one dumbbell, I will work on one side at a time. Since I do have both dumbbells, I'll set them both here. Toes will be pulled towards me to keep those bells in place. Shoulders down. Squeeze the glute. Great for a little added glute activation, as we will be doing some legs and glute exercises when we get to the strength portion. As you continue on with these, you should feel this in the backs of the shoulder blades, working on posture, and also starting to feel those in the glutes. If I were to put a cup of coffee on the top of your hips, you wouldn't spill it. If I were to put a cup of coffee on your shoulder blades, you wouldn't spill that either. No twisting, turning. And then one other variation of this is a bird dog, or a fire hydrant, where I'm lifting the leg without actually opening the hips. So abs are tight, leg lift, leg lift. Now again, same thing, if that's too hard, I can take the bell out and just work on leg lifts. I'm not opening up the pelvis. So let's put that back on there, do a few more. Again, depending on the sets, reps, and weights, you can go what's most comfortable for you, or what you have available for weights. If the weights are light, you may be able to increase the tempo and get a few more reps in. If it's too heavy, you may want to slow the tempo down, really work on strength. Whew. Last set of 5 on each side. Okay. Now we got a couple more things to do. I always like adding some type of rotation in the side. When we get into core strength. So we're going to go in a half kneeling position, one leg up, one leg down. Ideally when I kneel, I want about 90 degrees on all my joints, 90 degrees of the ankles, the knees, the hips, ankle, knee. And then from that position, same thing, we're going to hold one dumbbell, keeping my pelvis level. I'm going to come down to my side, torso rotating, squeeze my glutes to come up and away. And I can hold the dumbbell this way or this way. And I'm going to come down and then up. We'll shoot for about 10 reps. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a horrible counter on this whole video. Right, try not to let the knee move out. Keep the knee in, glutes tight, shoulders down, and make this an oblique exercise. Okay? And then always switch sides and always do both sides. One leg up, level hips, level shoulders, rotate, really try to get the torso as far in each direction as you can. So it's not just an arm movement, it's really working on torso rotation. 3, 2 more. Okay. And the last thing I like to do, again, a little bit more full body core, is a bear crawl. Now again, if I don't have weights, or if you don't want to use weights, when I think of a bear crawl, I'm still thinking about a plank. This is still a core exercise. So I'm going to bring my toes underneath me, arms underneath my shoulders, and I'm going to bring my knees just slightly off the ground. And I'm going to work opposite arm, opposite leg, making small steps. And again, if you don't have a lot of room, just think about 3 steps forward, 3 steps back, 3 steps forward. If you have hex dumbbells, they're a little bit easier because they have flat edges. Otherwise, if you have these, if you're not comfortable, if you have bad wrists, you may not want to use the dumbbells, but same thing. Toes up, knees up off the ground, opposite arm, opposite leg. 3, forward. Backwards a little bit more confusing. Okay, there we go. Now if you're like me, already sweating, I'm warmed up. So far we've got warm up and we've got core exercises. So now the rest of this is basically going to be a strength circuit, but with the tempo we're going to shoot for 15 reps, and it will definitely be cardiovascular as well. If you're uncomfortable, feel free to do 10 reps and rest. You can work along with me, or if you need extra breaks, pause it if you need to, and we're going to shoot for 3 rounds through this. So the circuit, I got it lined up in my notes here: squats, burpees, but with a burpee we're not going to do a push-up. Squats, burpees without a push-up, because we're going to add push-ups. Then we're going to go into lunges, bent over rows, weighted bridges with the dumbbells, and then we're going to finish with a plank. All right, so we're going to go through that circuit 3 rounds. So for the squats, there's a lot of different ways that you can do a squat. I want feet neutral. You could have arms at your side. You could have arms up. You could go with no weight at all, or you can work on a goblet squat. So for the purpose of right now, I'm going to go with a goblet squat. You could do this with a kettlebell as well. 15 reps, straight back, butt back. 15 reps. And ideally I'm going to keep my knees out over my feet. I don't want them to come in, but back like I'm going to sit on the chair. So now after squats, we'll go into a burpee. So now again, if you really want to get a lot of upper body, you can add a push-up to your burpee. Since we're doing push-ups next, hands down, feet out, feet in, hands up. All right, you can also do hands down, feet out, feet in, and jump. All right, so this is really just a purpose to increase the heart rate during the workout. So same thing, I've already done 2, we'll do 15 total. 3, 2 more. 15. Okay, we're sweating. All right, so now we got push-ups. Now, if you just have the ground and body weight, I'll let you choose between regular push-ups and kneeling push-ups. If you're not good at push-ups, feel free to find something like a chair or a couch to do elevated push-ups. So basically 10 to 15 push-ups if you can. So now we're going to lunges. Just did an upper body exercise, we'll switch to lower body. So same thing here. You can pick and choose your weights. For right now, I'm going to go with a goblet position again. If it gets tired, I'm going to drop the weight and keep going. So for my lunges, you can do walking lunges, small space, drop step lunges. 15 on each side, less if you need to. More. All right, that's 15 on each side. Now we got rows, going back to upper body. So depending on the weights you have, You can do single arm rows or double arm rows. So for double arm, I'm going to hinge forward with a hip hinge. Spine is straight. Squeeze my shoulder blades together and pull. All right. Now for today, I want to make this a little harder. I'll go single arm. Offset stance. Spine is still straight. Chest up. Squeeze your shoulder blade down and back. Forward, we'll do 15 on each side. And if you'll notice, even with a light weight, these weights start to get heavy quicker. If you want to make this more challenging strength, slow. Control up, control down. All right, otherwise, we're just going to stick with the tempo. Flat back, shoulders back, head in line with the body. Okay, so now we're going to go back down to lower body. Great way to do bridges. I'm going to lie on my back. I'm going to take the weights and rest them on my hips so they're right in the crease of my hip. And basically, feet are underneath me, abs tight, squeeze the glutes. If you have heavier weights and 2 is too much, I can take one dumbbell and place it on each hip and bridge up. Otherwise, you're welcome to grab heavier weights if you want to, so you can work on a lot of hip extension. Do about 5 more. All right. Now the last thing I like to add, just as an active recovery, is a basic plank. So for the purpose of this, we're going to hold for about 30 seconds. You can absolutely increase this to 60 seconds, 90 seconds, as long as you're holding a proper plank. I'm going to keep an eye on my watch here. 30-second plank. And again, for those of you who have worked out with us before, there's plenty of variations of planks. You can do arm exercises, plank push-ups, shoulder taps, knee movements, anything you really want to, as long as I'm in a plank position. This is not a plank. This is not a plank. Shoulders down, lats tight, glutes tight, back is flat or low back, slightly rounded, not arched. Got about 10 seconds left. All right. So that is 1 round down. All right. So now for the purpose of the rest of this, we're going to try to go through 2 more rounds, which means my talking may become less and less and less. But we're going to go back through the same circuit. Squats, burpees, push-ups, lunges, rows, bridges, and 1 more plank. So let's get back to squats. 15 squats, butt back. All right, 15 squats. Back into burpees, no push-up. Back to push-ups. Shake the arms out, shake the legs out. At this point, rest as much as you need to. If I'm doing 15 and you do 10, take my extra 5 reps and just rest. to lower body lunges. I'm going to stick with one dumbbell because it's been a while since I've done this routine. All right, same thing. When I lunge back, 90 degrees, all the joints. No forward over the knee, no forward over the back toe. Everything's loaded on that front heel. 10 to 15 on each side. Ooh. Quads. Okay, back to upper body, rows. So same thing, just to keep it straight. I'm going to do single arm rows again. Shoulders back, chest up, eyes in line, not looking down, looking neutral. At this point, it would probably be wise to put on music if you haven't already, so you don't hear my heavy breathing. Back to bridges. And one more 30-second plank. My watch fell. All right. Not bad, we're not even 25 minutes in. Have time for one more round before we get to the 30-minute mark. Here we go, 30-second plank. All right, 2 rounds down. How you guys feeling so far? I'm sweaty. So we get about 5 minutes left, so we'll be able to do a third round. We're gonna stick with the same thing. If you're tired, if you haven't done this before, or if this is too much cardio, it's okay to stop now. Otherwise, getting that 3 rounds in, you get a great 30-minute workout, and you feel this all over, especially legs. So let's go back to squats. One more round, 15 each. All right, back to burpees. All right, push-ups. I'm just probably getting a little tired by now. And take a mini break. 15 push-ups this last round is brutal. All right, whew. Back to lunges. I'm gonna go without weight. You're welcome to too. If you have better legs than me, keep those weights up. 15 on each side. One more. 5 on each side. Ooh, leg burn. All right, back to rows. Good posture. Might as well stick with what I've been doing. Single arm rows. Shoulders back. Other side. All right, back to bridges. As we're getting into the last couple. If this is not strength, cardio, and full body, I don't know what is. You can always adapt the weights accordingly. We got 2 more exercises. Bridges, here we go. Whew. Last 30 seconds. All right, here we go. 30-second plank. Last 30 seconds. And if you've been keeping an eye on the time, we're almost exactly at 30 minutes. Great full body workout. Definitely get a sweat going. Full body. I love it. A little sweat, a little cardio, a little core, a little legs, a little upper body. Feels good. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, take a break. All right, guys, that's exactly 29 minutes on the spot. And look, here's Chica. All right, so when you guys are done with that, make sure you stretch out, hydrate, get some water, stay healthy. If you need to, run back through this, look at it again, pause when you need breaks. Otherwise, we'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Hope you had a great workout.